Alright guys, what's going on? Simple.Wad here, and today I have a Thresh gameplay, but it's not support. It's going to be AD carry Thresh. Now, I know Thresh is intended to be a support in the game, but he has so much potential to be a tanky AD champion that you just can't resist playing him there sometimes, and that's what I've done. This game we've got Leona Thresh bot. Leona's going to be supporting me. We're going to be on blue side. We have Orianna middle, Kha'Zix in the jungle, and Teemo top. On either team we've got Cat top lane, Olaf jungle, Cassiopeia mid, and Tristana Sona bottom. Now the Tristana Sona lane is going to be quite hard to play against because they have quite a lot of sustain and it's not locking on to me for some reason. I'm just going to change the fog of war so you see things from my perspective. So because Sona and Tristana have quite a lot of sustain, we decided that we were going to basically be as aggressive as you can. And with the two champions that we've got bot lane, we can. This is solo queue, this isn't duo queue. I don't know the Leona, this is some random person I met who was a pretty good Leona, to be honest, in my opinion. Did very good. I love Leona so much, she's such a good champion, and she played her really, really well. So I started Doran's Blade because I just wanted that extra tankiness and that extra damage on top of Tristana, but obviously, well, she went the same as me. She went Doran's Blade, and even though I'm Thresh, she's Tristana, I will have more health anyway. So I'm just gonna make sure I'm tankier still. And so we sit in this brush. We're waiting to see if either when they come back to lane from their blue, or if they come straight down, we can catch on off guard because Sona, she has 9 armor without anything on top of that at level 1, and this Sona actually does not take any armor at all, which is a really bad idea. No matter where you play Sona, mid or support or wherever else, if you really want to, you got to get at least some armor. Like when I play Sona, I make sure I have some flat armor to start the game, because you get caught out, you're gonna die majority of the time. So we sit here, we're waiting, and they'll just take their blue and they'll be returning to lane, and I'm just gonna move a little closer to the minion so I can last hit it if they don't come in time. It doesn't look like they're gonna get back before I start farming, but that's not bad. We'll just get a little advantage. And Sona just come in. Leona gets off, gets a stun. I should have thrown my Q out here. I honestly should have thrown my Q out so it would land just after the stun, but she does burn her flash, so that means next time we catch her we should be able to kill her pretty easily. That was my fault, we didn't get the kill. I wasn't really paying as much attention as I should have been, but Leona did take her Q first, which is always what you want to take. So both supports, they use their wards. They're both gone not exactly the same. Leona's gone with the Fairy Charm and the Rejuvenation Bead, which I wouldn't do. I'd only take the Rejuvenation Bead and get them on wards, because now we have that warded. We don't have any wards on River, which is going to be key unless someone goes back, or we're going to be stuck there for a while, and we're going to have to play a bit more safer than we would have done. Because they do have Kha'Zix in the jungle. No, they don't. They have Olaf in the jungle. We have Kha'Zix in the jungle. That's my bad. They have Olaf in the jungle. He's pretty strong, but they could 3v2 us. While Sona can have that rewarded. Well, we do go 2 down early on, but I wasn't really paying attention. I was just trying to focus on my own lane, because that's all I can do for now. Leona does miss that Zenith Blade onto Sona, which is slightly unfortunate. So, because right now, with Tristana's jump, she can escape, and we can't really burst it down quick enough and keep her held down that much. Which we do have the kits to do that, but we don't really have as much damage yet to be able to burst it down. So we do want to try and focus on that Sona, because at the moment she's level 2. She's on 13 armor. She did start with that 9 armor, which is really weak for her. And Leona just gets the Zenith Blade off. She stuns and gets a hit on Sona. I tried to use my Q, but there was a minion stood right in front of me, which was kind of bad. Now I pinged Leona back, but she kind of stayed in a bit too long, which meant we had to commit to that fight. So I just focused on taking that Tristana, and we trade kills. It's not bad, 1 for 1. We both get a kill. The 2 spots get assists. So we made the best out of that situation. There was a bit of miscommunication. Sona thought that I was going to commit to that fully, And okay, I think mid, Orianna was chasing Cass. Cass didn't actually get any auto attacks off. She tried to ignite under tower because she did type in chat, "Oh, I lagged. I couldn't ignite." I'm not sure if she lagged. She might have lagged. Who knows? She tried to ignite Cass, but at least she didn't die. She died to the tower, which is always a good thing. But she had died previously to that Cassiopeia. Now, Olaf came in bot to try and clean up and try and get Orianna, but Kha'Zix was there as well. And hang on, we'll just pay attention to that. And they chase a bit too far. Sona is now, she'd gone B, she'd coming back. There she is, she's healing Tristana. Tristana comes as well. Cassiopeia comes from mid, looks towards it, and it kind of gets a little bit messy. Leona tries to get away by running up towards Orianna, and Orianna at this point, she has got the point in her shield, and Leona gets away. She does not throw the shield to Leona, which was a really big mistake, because that she may have been able to get away otherwise, possibly, but she just didn't do enough. I come up and I try and get this quickly as I can from bot lane. I thought at first they'd either died or then got away, so I stayed bot lane and tried to just push the minion wave out a bit. But my mistake, I should have gone as soon as I could have, and I probably would have been able to do something there. But I think, yeah, Kha'Zix survives, Leona dies. Who picks the kill up? Tristana picks the kill up, so I'm a kill behind Tristana right now. I'm on, oh hang on, let me just sort all this out. This is a bit messy. So at this point, I'm about 100 gold behind Tristana. I'm a few CS up on her, and then she thinks she can kill me. Hang on. We'll just go back slightly. We'll look at that. Okay. At this point, she thinks that she can kill me with Sona behind her. She thinks that because I'm alone, Leona can't come and save me. But she underestimated my kit and my damage quite a lot. So she comes here. She sees me go for those hits on the siege minion. She gets a couple of attacks. Gets a combo off. Hang on. Yeah. I think I've put it back a slightly bit too far. We'll just wait for it to play out. And then she's me. She's just. I do get that siege minion. I thought she was gonna go for me then. Right. Yeah. So we were equal health. So she jumps into me. She thinks that I'm gonna die, but I managed to get my Q off, pull her into the tower, go behind her, knock her back into it, and finish her off. Sona wastes her exhaust, to be honest, right there. I know I'm fine. I've got my shield under the tower. I've got Leona there. Sona doesn't have that much burst speed to kill me because she just used her power card to a second ago, so she didn't have that to finish me off. So I was just being a bit wary, just trying to figure out where Sona was, and I knew at this point I had enough health. Like Sona could not kill me. We could probably get a kill on Sona. I just missed my Q, which is slightly unfortunate. So right now at this point I'm 300 gold now ahead of Tristana, but she's just died. She's gone back. She's got boots and she's got 3 parts. But in terms of damage, I think I just edge her out slightly at this point. But I mean, it's all about teamwork. They could easily take me down if they outplayed us. So I'm just poking at Sona under tower, getting some more minions. And at this point, I know that Leona is probably tankier than Tristana. She can do more. Not Tristana. Sona. She can do more. And we do get a combo off perfectly. Our kits go so well together. Like I said before. Because I can hook, I can knock her back, Leona can come in, stun her, hit her twice, I can get the sunlight passive off Leona, and we can just take down Tristana even before she can jump out. I do get the last auto attack on her as she jumps out, and we're just going to start to push the lane, get some hits on the tower, just deny Sona the farm, and I'm going to go back. So I'm going to pick up a build Water Cutlass. I'm going to start building Blade the Rune King. I get Berserk Greaves and a ward to ease the pressure off Sona. Leona. Oops, I didn't actually switch Leona and Orianna around. So I just because as a support, I know that sometimes you obviously don't have as much gold as the AD carry, and if the AD carry picks up 1 or 2 wards, it helps so much. Leona manages to get off a stun right there as Kha'Zix comes in. I wasn't there, just ready, and they managed to kill her eventually in the tower. Now Cassiope comes in. She thinks she can take Kha'Zix, but I'd hit 6 before I went back. I had my ult, and I could just burst her down. And then Sona, she came in a bit too late to try and save Cass, and I got another hook off. Leona got another stun, and she's just so squishy. It was easy to kill her without my entire combo. So that was a bad misplay from them because I'd just come into lane. I hadn't used anything, and I was able with Leona's stuns just to take them down ridiculously easy. Now I'm 5-1. I've got a lot of gold right now. I'm on 1.4k gold higher than Tristana. She'd barely been farming. I was on almost 20 farm ahead of her, 2 kills ahead of her. I'm pretty strong right now compared to their Tristana. So let's just speed that back up. So Tristana, she doesn't really have enough gold to buy anything, so she's not going to come back to lane with any massive items. We're just gonna start pushing this tower. I don't think we take it just yet, no, because Olaf comes. I'm sort of start thinking maybe we can do some damage, but then Sona arrives back in lane and Tristana will arrive back in lane in a minute. So we can't really do anything right now because we know their jungle's bot. We know that they're not going to be ganked because we can see the Cassiopeia's top. However, Katarina, she isn't top right now, but we do have a ward on that river. So Olaf goes out of lane. We're just still playing slightly careful, just in case he does come back. So we're just going to keep pushing lanes, get the CS. Leona goes in for Tristana. It was a bit too close to the tower. She was slightly low. Sona does have her crescendo right now. I haven't even had to use my cleanse yet because I haven't had the opportunity. I took this as was blind pick. I was just wanted to try Thresh. I went to blind pick. So I thought I'm going to take cleanse because CC is so frustrating. I do have my shield. I sort of go mid right now. He's a little pushed lane. We can't really do much, and we do try and get Olaf, but he burst Ragnarok right there. So even if I did hit my pull, I wouldn't have been able to pull to him or do anything. We come back to lane. We see they're there. We know that we can take them at this point. We know that we are much stronger, much tankier. Trish stops. I was trying to lead her with my pull, and I was going for a bit poke, and I do slightly more damage than I sustain, and Sona can heal. Kha'Zix come down, but he is warded, but they don't seem to pay much attention right now. So he comes in right as Trist is pushed. She's not paying attention to the map, but she does manage to escape that. So I'm just gonna get. And right now I'm pretty tanky as well. I'm on 73 armor from a passive. I managed to hit that pull, and we enlist a combo. She doesn't have the jump right there, and Sona crescendos, but it's way too late. I knew I could go in there and pop my ult because Tristana did not have her jump to get out of that, and we just spot Olaf coming in on the back of that, and we know Leona's pretty low, so we can't do as much. I might be able to do some damage to him and out trade him. I do use my build water cutlass on him right there to get a lot of damage off. We're gonna keep going, and Leona comes in with the passive, with everything, and she does manage to take out. Well, we do manage to take out Olaf. That's how strong he can be. Katarina comes in from top lane. We didn't really expect it. Kind of unlucky. Cat was really low, and Kha'Zix comes in. I didn't pay attention to that. I was just focused on getting out of that situation. Yeah, she jumps in. She ults. Leona almost gets away, but she does get that bounty blades off to finish her off. There wasn't too much I could do. I did try and get off that Q to pull her into me to stop her, but I just missed. It was kind of close range. It was kind of hard to hit sometimes when they're really close. And she is pretty fed right now. She's 3-0, and I thought I could trade with her a bit better than I did, and I took quite a lot of damage. She does come in. I'd pull Katarina right now. Tristana, so she can't do damage. But Tristana, I pull Tristana's cat ults. I tried to pull Cat to stop her from ulting, but I pull Triss, stop Triss from doing anything, and I'd get the last attack off on Katarina. So we do finish her off, but Tristana does just manage to range me from under my tower. It's unfortunate, but that I do have the goal to pick up Blade of the Rune King. So I'm going to have a really nice amount of sustain. I'm going to be able to trade with Tristana really well. See, she still hasn't really built any items. I think she goes for Bloodthirst of us. I'm not entirely sure. She's picked up double Dorans. We've picked up no Dorans because she knows she's behind. She knows she has to just try and catch up to me. But she's 3 and 6 right now. She does have 3 kills, but I'm on 7 and 2. I'm on almost double her farm. I don't have that much farm, right, to be honest. Well, with 50 minutes in, I'd probably hit at least 100 by now. I'm not the best AD carry, I'm not going to claim to be that. But I'm going to say that... Oh, so I'm just going to speed up a tiny bit. I should definitely have a bit more farm by now, but we have got so many kills. We kind of just cancel that out pretty well. I pick up a giant spell because I'm going to start building Swords Mallet. I'm not going to build completely AD carry standard build. I'm going to build fairly tanky, because I just want to be able to dive right in there, sort of with my ult, things like that, and do a lot of damage as well. Sort of that way. We're gonna start take the tower. They come back in, and we manage to get off that combo. I stand there, tank the tower while Leona. I probably shouldn't have sped that up as much. I was busy talking. I was gonna go back to that. Sort of, we start pushing the lane again. Tristana really does not have much health. She's only level 6. I land the pull on her right now, so I get on my combo, and I saw him from the shield on. I've got tower aggro, so I just walk back out. So the tower's really low. We know we're gonna start hitting it. They're gonna stick around and try and defend it when they're under leveled. They've not got anywhere as much tankiness, and Leona dives in. She gets tower aggro, gets Triss down to no health, and I manage to hit her off with my Q passive pretty easily. Leona walks out of tower range, so now I'm tanking it for her. I try and throw my Q, but it hits a minion. I didn't realise, but we're easily able to finish her off. And Sona's crescendo again, not at the right time, way too late, and we're just gonna walk through that, finish off the turret, and leave with those 2 kills. So bot lane really just haven't been able to play as well. I mean, against a Leona and a Thresh, you really have to be careful about your position. You cannot be caught, because you're going to get melted pretty much. You just got to sit back and try and poke as much as you can. I mean, when we got this far ahead, we weren't going to be stopped by their lane. Like 2 versus 2, we were going to win. And right now, Cassiopeia is slightly outplaying Orianna. Orianna's losing a bit, so she calls for help. I come in. I get a combo off. I don't get a pull off because there is a lot of minions around, and she's low. Orianna combos her as well. I do get the last hit. I should have realised when we definitely won that fight and that Orianna was going to win. I should have stopped auto attacking and let Orianna take that kill, because she was 3 and 7 against the 6 and 5 of Cassiopeia. We wanted to do a bit fed, but regardless of that, Orianna does get extremely strong late in this game anyway, so it doesn't matter as much. So we're just going to keep pushing this 3v1. We know bots respawn, so they're going to come back now. I do sort of try and predict Tristana running into tower, but she stops and uses her ultimate instead. I think that's her ultimate anyway. I don't play Tristana. Yes, it does. She wastes her ultimate on me, which is kind of good, because we know she can't use that later. She tried to use it defensively, and we took the tower anyway, which is always a good point. And Tristana just overextends again. Katarina comes in though to try and clean up. We're all pretty low, and we all need to be really careful at this point. Well, Leona's full health, Orianna and Kaz is low. I'm fairly low. I try to I try to lifesteal some of this back off, and we stick around. And at that point, we do realise that we have to go back. I ping Dragon, and I know that we can take it. We've got Tristana dead. She's just respawned. They're all pushed back. They're under their tower, and this is a good time for us to try and take it. Leona can come and tank it perfectly fine. I've got the damage. We can take it. We do see Sona coming in. I ping Sona coming in, but we know that Sona can't really stop us. However, she does have crescendo right now. She comes in. She sees it's low. She crescendos to try and stop us, but I do manage to take it. She wasn't low enough. Right now they all come in. We probably should have just tried to back off. I waste my flash thinking I could possibly get out of that, and they do get the double. However, we did manage to take Dragon. Then Katarina versus Teemo. She's now 6 and 2. She's got her Rabadon. She's got her magic pen from her boots. She's starting to build. I think she might be starting to build Leandris. I'm not 100% sure. She just get that Amplifying Tome. But right now, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm good. I finish on my Frozen Mallet. which is going to mean that I'm going to be able to chase people down so much better now I'm still already fed. And they managed to push that mid tower and burst Orianna, because Orianna is extremely squishy at the moment. She wasn't able to hold that off. But regardless of that, we're 18 and 9, but we've pushed 2 towers. Oh no, 3 towers. I think that that top tower is pushed. They pushed 1 tower. And I think Tristana managed to get this right as I reach the lane, which is kind of unfortunate. But I do manage to scare her quite a bit, because she thinks that she's fine. I throw my pull as she jumps. It catches her because she's still there, and my frozen mallet means that I can slow her down enough to grab that kill. So this Tristana, she cannot fight me alone right now. I'm in a much stronger position than she is. I've got so much more damage, more tankiness, more attack speed, everything. She picks up a Zeal right now, but that's not going to give her much more chance. Right now, I'm extremely fed. We managed to take out Sona and Cassiopeia mid. Katarina comes in, she thinks she can clean up and do some damage, gets a couple of kills, but she makes the mistake of going in. I just arrived, Leona was full health. We just managed to burst her quite easy. She's just picked up a giant spell as well, which does mean that she's got that a bit more tankiness. But Tristana, again, she just comes in, she's positioned way too easily for me to land my Q for Leona's Zenith Blade. We just managed to burst it down way too easily. As an AD carry, from what I've experienced, I don't claim to be a good AD carry, like I said before, but your positioning has to be good. You can't stand there where you can get CC'd easily, because you're going to die, because you're going to be squishy. And off the back of that, we managed to push an inhib, and we managed to push, inhib 2 towers and an inhib, is what I'm trying to say. Again, Cassiopeia's positioning just allowed me for an easy Q, and we managed to burst her as well. And then I managed to hit Olaf right there with it. But Katarina comes in. I managed to dodge the crescendo from Sona, but unfortunately, Katarina comes in, ults, finishes off, and she grabs a Quadra. After we took the Cassiopeia kill and after we took the inhib, we really should have backed off. We should have realised, okay, we're pretty low. Katarina's up. She's 11 and 3 right now. She's got a hell lot of AP. We should have just backed off. That was our fault. And now they're gonna start pushing this mid. I'm up in 5 seconds, so is most of my team. We did get ace right there, but we're still in a really strong position, having pushed that mid and inhib. See, they don't really have enough time to push that tower, and we can just defend our mid tower. So we help Orianna. Oh no, Kha'Zix takes the blue. Orianna does have Athene's right now, so she's pretty good, to be honest. She doesn't really need the she doesn't really need the mana regen as much as Kha'Zix does. Kha'Zix hasn't got any mana regen items, and it really does help him with the cooldowns, things like that. Katarina managed to kill team on top as she was pushing, but our team completely catches her off guard. Orianna just misses her ult, which is kind of unfortunate. Sometimes with Orianna's ult, you feel like people are in it, but they just miss. Leona gets that Zenith Blade, stops her from moving, and Kha'Zix comes in with the kill. And I go in, I realise that they're defending mid. My team's top, they've secured that kill. I knew they'd secure the kill, and I thought, okay, I'll take their red then. Because I think Kha'Zix took it not too long ago, and they come in. Oh, I see Tristana. I thought I could probably hit that, but Leona, because she's tanky, she's so strong. She goes in, gets our attention. They think that they can do something, but they can't, because we all come in as a backup, and we managed to catch Sona. Sona crescendos, but she was just outpositioned again. I feel like that's one of the main reasons why this team lost, because they really didn't position well, they didn't group well, or as well as they should have done, and Sona's crescendos really were badly timed. You've got to time them right, you've got to try and catch them, especially when you're in the middle of a fight, when you've got to lock them down for your Katarina to come in and all things like that. For your Katarina to come in and all, for your Olaf to come in and really do some damage to the backline, sort of to the Orianna or Teemo right now. And we're just trying to take down the second inhib tower. I'm tanking it right now. We do try and take Katarina, but we don't really manage to get her. She's pretty slippery right now. And we're going to push this second inhibitor. So right now, we're pretty comfortable. We're 27-25, but that doesn't really tell the story of the game. We're much more comfortable than they are. We're team fighting better than we're playing so much better than they are. We're pushing for objectives, and right now I'll just show you again that shows off Thresh's utility so much better. Right, so we take that, and we're running away, and we kind of get a bit caught out. I'm up here. I'm taking golems. I'm fine. Leona and who's that? Orianna think they can beat, but Cassiopeia comes in. Olaf comes in. They catch them out. Orianna gets away. Leona doesn't. But I come in. I see the opportunity. I ping up here for Leona. Throw out my lantern, and she gets out. Unfortunately, Timo comes in because Timo thought that we were going to go in for a 3v3. However, I was trying to ping for my lantern. So he does come back in. He would have got away. And, oh, he does get out. But they do catch out Kha'Zix. I thought it was Timo that died. But yeah, we come up here, we be, because they're focused on this Timo and Kha'Zix. Oh no, it's Kha'Zix bot. Yeah, Kha'Zix was bot pushing tower. I thought someone died around this little part here. Yeah, I knew somebody died. Right. Anyway, right now, I pick up a Last Whisper because I just want to be able to go through any. I wasn't really paying attention while they were building. I just thought Last Whisper. If they try and stack armor against me because I'm fed, then I've got a Last Whisper. I've got the Blade of the Rune King for any health stacking, and I've got Last Whisper to beat any armor stacking right now. So I'm going to take our red. Mine is. I'm not sure how long I had left on mine, but I just thought I'm just going to take it, just so we have it, and they can't steal it. So we're pinging for Baron. They're defending right now. If we could have gone for it now, we probably would have been able to take it. They're just trying to defend and push out. But without our ward coverage, we didn't have it pinged. We didn't know if they had it warded, anything like that. It wasn't really a good idea. So we sort of walked up here. Kha'Zix was taking Baron, but not Baron, Dragon. So if we wanted to take it, it wouldn't have been good, especially if they'd come in for the team fight. So we sort of see they were coming down. We sort of decided to sit here, just wait to see if we could bait anything. But they don't really go for it, and we sort of think, okay, we're just going to try and chase them, push them back into the base, and we don't really get anything out of it. Kha'Zix is back from Dragon, and we just try and chase something. We see Sona. I saw Sona do that heal, so I thought, okay, I'm going to throw in that and pink it. I see 3 of them. I see a perfect opportunity to run in, lock 3 of them down with my ult, and try and finish off this Tristana. I do. Olaf isn't really doing enough to bother me right now, so now I can change my focus to him. Now Son's got away. He pops his ult again to try and get away, and I think he just manages to get away from this team fight. Katarina and Son are trying to defend. Sona's forced use of Crescendo again defensively, and I do try and throw my Q to get away from that Ragnarok Olaf, but we force them all back defensively. They're really on the back foot right now. They've got Cassiopeia and Tristana dead. So we're pushing this last inhibitor. Oh no, it's not last. That's the last inhibitor turret. We're just trying to take this inhibitor, take down this Nexus turret, really force them back. It's not the greatest opportunity to finish right now because it's they've got Katarina who's fed. We have me and Orianna, but it's not really a great opportunity. It's because they might be able to catch us out. Katarina comes in with the ult, but we just managed to stop it. I used my Flay to stop her ultimate, which really was key right there, because she probably would have killed Orianna, done a lot more damage to me, Timo, and Leona. Sorry, I'm forgetting names now. But Olaf is kind of sticking around. We think we can take this fine. He throws the axe at me, and I start hitting him back. We can speed it up now. We don't need to slow. At this point, I should be backing off, because I'm solo. I just take that tower aggro, but it's not doing enough, and Sona's not doing enough. Cassiopeia and Tristana are back up now. I should back off. I should back up a long time ago, but I should be able to get out fine. We managed to take out that inhibitor turret. Timo and Leona are just gonna get chased down by that Cassiopeia, but Leona chases, does what she does best, gets off that stunt and finishes her off. And now I'm just gonna back. And I'm in a really good place right now. I'm really nicely fed. I've got quite a lot of gold. And we're just going to go back to me. They're just going to try. They're just stuck in the base now trying to defend. We just got to focus, keep pushing these waves, keep pushing these towers, and we should be perfectly fine. We should win this. So I pick up a, what's it called? Stinger, that's it. Stinger, because I just want that extra attack speed on my Q. to just proc it, and that's all we need, right? We just need to be able to dish out as much damage as we can. And we realise they're right back in their base. We need to get together. Kha'Zix is dead, but we have the damage now. Take this Baron. We're just going to push this Baron. We're going to do the damage. I'm just going to melt it, and we're going to take that Baron. So we get it. They are pushing out, but they're way too late. Sona is there. She managed to ward it right before we take it. But Sona can't really do much to contest it. And I'm just going to take their red again. And we're going to push for this win. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And we are just going to watch my team push for victory. And there we go, 34-28, we won. It was a lot more one-sided than the scoreline suggests. We played really well together. Their team seemed a lot more disjointed. Their positioning was very good. Their engagements weren't really that great. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.